So does this make any sense? Greg-Schiano, who coached in the NFL, comparing Ohio State's defensive line to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive line from then. Is there anything to that, Tim Bielik?
I mean, there may be a little bit to that in terms of depth. I mean, when you look at particular defensive line, you could have either Nick Bosa or Sam Hubbard on the second team. When you have one of those guys that's not going to be a starter, that says something pretty significant about depth. Top-end talent, I don't think they have a guy that strikes fear in the hearts of everybody by himself. It's more of a collective unit. So in that sense, there's a little merit, but I don't know if I trust it because I don't see that top-heavy kind of guy that Tampa Bay had when Schiano was there.
You want to block Nick Bosa? He's top-heavy. He strikes fear. He's striking fear in you. He strikes fear in me. Would he strike fear in you? No, you can rain our parade. Yeah, Nick Bosa. Strike fear?
I'm scared of Nick Bosa.
All right. Rain on our parade with some facts, Mr. Buccaneers expert.
It's not totally raining on the parade because I do buy it to a certain extent with some of the stuff that Tim was saying. It was an NFL defensive line. Like, the Bucs stunk when Greg-Schiano was there. That's why he's not there anymore. But their defensive line had Gerald McCoy, was the third pick in the draft as a defensive tackle. Michael Bennett, who was undrafted but has since become a two-time Pro Bowler, was a defensive end on that team. Daquan Bowers was a second-round pick of the defensive line on the Bucs. Like, they had dudes. And that's not to say that Hubbard and Bosa and Jalen Holmes and Tyquan Lewis and Draymond. Okay, he was right.
Yeah, he was right. I think he might be right. Listen, we did a podcast a couple years ago about like all the guys for the 2015 Buckeyes that we thought could have started for the Browns or were better than guys on the Browns. And then the next year, Ezekiel Elliott and Joey Bosa and Michael Thomas and Von Bell and Darren Lee and Eli Apple and all these guys got drafted, and you were like, yeah, they were better than Browns guys last year too. Jamarco Jones, the left tackle, says there's 4 first-round picks at defensive end. He thinks Jalen Holmes is a first-round pick. And Draymond Jones at tackle might be a first-round pick. That's 5 first-round picks. He might be right. Go Bucks. Bill Landis. Listen, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing where everybody compares Alabama to bad NFL teams. People love to compare the NFL to the best college football teams. But this might be right. He might be right. Tim, Bill, Doug, thanks.